and we are back again. It is time to double down. What the fuck is up? Higher point of view here. It is your West Coast Packer backer, and welcome to Inquiring Minds. Inquiring Minds want to know, and we're here. What you guys already know him, my boy, my big homie, the OGTR, and Inquiring Minds want to know. So, TR, fire it right off to me. What's going on? What you thinking about?
Well, I am thirsty for knowledge, so I came to the source. 420 Higher Point of View Boulevard. So I do have a few. I have a few questions for you, and I'd like to get your thoughts on these things. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the Packers made the playoffs, which means we get an extra game. Besides being in the tournament and giving ourselves a chance, what does this extra time and this extra game mean to the franchise?
Not only the franchise, TR, all the fans, all the content creators, this extra game means everything. Okay. We get to see our team a week longer than the unfortunate. There are a lot of other teams out there who wish they were in our spot. So we just get to, it's always a sad day for me when the season comes to an end, really the whole season, but definitely the Packers season. And just to see the green and gold running across my screen for another week, I just really appreciate that. But on top of that, seeing our week longer again, many waking packs are coming because of this. It's just a week longer for everybody to just appreciate stuff. And also, another week to evaluate, TR. And then, we can evaluate better this game because hopefully we get a lot of our guys back who's been in and out of the lineup. This will probably be the last version of this team that we see before the offseason. And, we get to see some of these kids in pressure situations. Now, I heard a couple of narratives out there where some Packer fans were like, I'd rather just not make it for us to just get blown out in the first round. Well, I disagree because if there's any point we're going to make the playoffs, we have to get our feet wet. There's very rare that a first-time playoff team come in and just run the table and do what they need to do. So the faster we get this over with, the better. And one more thing, Matt LaFleur, I always have his back. A lot of people talk about him, but I'm very happy that he didn't go 2 years without being in the playoffs because that would have been a talking point for a lot of people. We were out 1 year by one game with a complicated fella in the ayahuasca route tree, and we didn't make it, but we were one game out. We came back with a first-year starter and made it. So the game means everything to us Packer fans, content creators. And again, I'm watching the football season until the Super Bowl. I just love football, whether we make it or not, but it is just so much sweeter when we make this tournament, and that's what we did. So to answer your question shortly, in a short form, the extra game means everything to me, TR.
Yeah. And if I can just add, you brought up something in my head. Just think, it gives all these young players an extra week to practice, an extra week to play a game. And if you're a young team, you're going to want extra time. That's the only way you're going to get the experience and get better, especially the defense, which leads me into my second question. The defense. When I look around the NFL, it seems like the bend but don't break defense is kind of in vogue right now. And the Packers are no exception to this, much to our dismay. And there's an old adage that says defense wins championships. I wanted to get your thoughts, Higher Point of View. Does defense actually still win championships?
I would say yes, sir, it does. But it's in a different form that we're used to seeing. Because, I ain't going to mention that team in the 80s. But, you got some juggernauts, the Steelers back in the day, the 2000 Ravens, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 05 and when they won it again with Brady. Even the Niners, where you will see a game 10-17. 13-21. That's what made this whole defense wins championships things. And it makes sense. But at the end of the day, you still have to score more points than the other team. But I think it still does exist because, defense can win championships. Like, the Ravens. They had Gerback or whoever they had, Trent Dilfer, I forget. They wasn't going to score much. So they were forced into playing that good of a defense because, they just happen to have that's their better side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I would still say a defense can win the game 10-17, 13-21, but a defense can also win 28-31, right? So they're both, it's a shootout. It's a shootout. Now, one team scores a field goal. Jordan Love has the ball. All we gotta do is or no, we'll change it around. We score, we kick a field goal. They're down by 3. Now they have the ball. Listen, we gave up 28 points. We scored 31, but there can be a final 3rd and 2. There could be a 4th down where Rashawn Gary comes in and gets a sack. Kenny Clark comes in and gets a sack. Yeah, we gave up 28, but you can still say that defense won that game, which can win a championship. Again, you're not always going to blow them out and have them score under 10, under 12. So, yes, it does still win championships, but it's just not in the form that we remember it, like dominant defenses out there. Like, but you can still win with an opportunistic defense like we did in 2010. Wasn't the best defense by the numbers, but they were opportunistic. Tremont Williams interceptions, Nick Collins interceptions, Charles Woodson interceptions. We just had guys in the right spot. And then again, the whole concept of bend but don't break causes for a very stressful game for anybody because we're watching a team, again, Joe Barry special. You're not going to beat us deep. We'll keep it in front of us. Take what you can in front of us. Although they take a lot in front of us, they'll just do a slant for 4 yards and take it for 15. You know how that goes. But again, that whole defense, to watch a game with a bend but don't break defense it's frustrating for even when it works the perfect way. It's called bend but don't break. Nobody likes to be bent at all. So
it's almost predicated on having your opponent make a mistake on offense rather than attacking on defense. And I think that's what we're all seeing, and that's what's frustrating with the Joe Barry defense. So when the season's over, I'm going to have lots of questions on Joe Barry and the defense. But let's first get there. But again, thinking of the future, obviously this year we've been up against the salary cap because of the big contracts like Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have done an excellent job at assembling some very low-cost, high-end talent. I'm very proud of that. With that said, next year, the Packers are also going to be up against the salary cap for one more year until 2025. Considering those factors, would you give Jordan Love that big, huge contract this offseason? If not, how would you approach it differently?
TR, thank God, we're not executives or we're not Russ Ball where we have to really figure this shit out and it's all on us. But for me, I would just do it the Packer way. I've seen it with a couple players. I've seen it with a Kenny Clark. I've seen it with a Devontae Adams. Don't give them the whole bag, but give them something that's comfortable and kind of overpay him for what he's done. Now, Jordan Love's talking point. Hey, you seen what I did my first year. If he does this 2-3 years in a row, we're really going to have to pay him an enormous amount of money. So right now, what we need to do is kind of roll the dice a little. Roll the dice. And I wouldn't even call it roll the dice because I've seen enough myself. I've seen enough from this kid, and it's not like he's going to get any worse. He's only going to get better. He's been getting better every game. Pay him now, stay ahead of it. There's many times where we all knew Devontae was probably the best receiver because we're homers, but like he wasn't getting paid best receiver money until he stood up and said, you know what? I want to be the highest paid. If you guys are not willing to do that, I'm out. We ended up matching it to my knowledge and he still left. Yes. But, maybe we matched it too late and he was already in his feelings. He already done moved. His wife is like, I'm in Vegas already. So, that happened. And again, Kenny Clark, like we have a great way of paying people a little more. We're paying for upside, so I would get it out the way now. And then again, what helps me say that, TR, is because at first, if you would have asked me before this year, I'm like, as soon as we get some money, we need a vet wide receiver. As soon as we get some money, we need a safety. Mm-hmm. Man, from the way these guys been drafting and from the way we've just been getting hidden gems, like I think we should just, pay him now. And be happy about where we're at right now. Because, after this year, the next year, there will be more money off the books and we might be able to go get that free agent. But you got to take care of Jordan now. And just because, like we said, he's a Green Bay guy, great kid. just great story. And we paying for more than what he's doing on the field, which is already amazing. And he's a good leader. So I have no problem with paying him. We done made Aaron Rodgers the highest paid quarterback in the NFL a couple of times. So, let's start off on a good foot with him and keep this relationship going, keep it healthy, and yeah, that's what we got to do. And with our young guys stepping up the way they have this year, that's what made me fall back. At first, I would have been like, hold on, let's try to lowball him. Let's go get some other free agents. But the way these guys are flourishing, hey, give Love the money now, and he's going to continue to grow with all these dudes. We'll have a problem later on when all these receivers and their contract starts coming up, and we got to make hard decisions. But let's get there first.
Yeah, so lock them up now. So you don't have to worry about it, and you're not concerned at all about sophomore slump.
No, only because of the growth he's had game by game. Like, he's grown. I mean, man, he's just a different quarterback now than he was 3 weeks ago, than he was 2 weeks ago. Definitely from week one. And week one, he did good. So, and you can just see it in him. You can see that he wants it. As soon as he's done with any series, he goes straight to the pad, looks at what's going on, talks to people. I think we just got a guy, man. And, of course, Goot, I mean, this is his pick. So he's going to make sure that he exercises every option to make sure that this thing works, and it's worked so far.
Yeah, I'm with you. I totally believe in Jordan Love, and I think what he's shown has been just off the charts. The future's really bright. I was just wondering if you might wait until like the middle of next season just to see how he looks at the beginning of the year, and then extend him and break the bank halfway through next year. Something like that. The Packers have been known to do that.
I was just going to tell you that is the Packer way to do it. And, for reassurance, if they want to do that, go ahead. But, I want Love in camp with nothing on his mind. He's been through enough drama his first 4 years, not even starting. Take care of this kid. Give him the goddamn money, and let's get this motherfucker rolling,
Yeah, I agree with you. But again, I have an inquiring mind, and I appreciate those answers. So on Monday, you had just an excellent rant about Packer fans. After listening to that, I am curious, what message would you like to give to Packer fans going into the playoffs?
2 words: house money. House money, you can't get mad. If I walk into Vegas and go to the crap table and some dude's drinking a lot, he's winning, here, take a chip. I don't give a fuck what I roll. It's going to be a 7. But when I roll it, I feel a lot better because I didn't pay for it. We are a year early. Of course, we all want us to win. We all want us to go all the way. But if so happen, God forbid, we go to Dallas and get our ass whooped, the season is still a success. Another thing to Jordan Love seems like he jots things down when bad things happen to him. His first Kansas City game, all kind of stuff. So you got to think that his first playoff loss, he's going to mark that, and he's going to remember that, and he's going to have more chips on his shoulder to go out there and execute. And again, he knows where he's at. He came in after Rodgers, and I don't know if there's ever been a better transfer. I don't know about Joe to Steve Young. I mean, that was a nice one, even Favre to, but for us to do this again, and again, I'm not crowning him like Rodgers said, but the kid is good. But the overall message is house money. If you understand that, then come Monday morning, regardless of the result, you should feel happy as a Packer fan and feel great that we made it and we overachieved to the consensus. Fuck the consensus overall, but when you do that, that shows that you're moving in the right direction. We all knew this before. All these media heads are now, oh, watch out for the Packers. Like, y'all wasn't saying that 4 weeks ago, although we didn't deserve to be talking about that like that way 4 weeks ago, but still, you got to have that faith inside of you, that blind faith that you just got to have when you're a fan of a team. The ball's going to bounce. Only thing you can hope is that the ball bounces your way. So, all Packer fans, if we lose, it is okay. And I'm happy we made it. But again, we got better than a puncher's chance. So we gonna hold all them thoughts on, again, I've seen stuff before. I've seen us go to Dallas where we weren't favored.
Mhm.
And then I was thinking it was gonna be 4 points, maybe 4.5, 5, but they got them motherfuckers favored by what? I forgot, but I was a little upset when I seen that. So, we'll see what happens, man. We got to figure something out about stopping their offense. But the way our defensive line played this last game, if they could duplicate that in any form, I think we'll be okay. And the offensive line has been playing better also. And games are won in where TR the damn trenches. So I like Sean Ryan over there, big boy. Just I seen LaFleur pull him to the side. I don't know what they were talking about, but it's like he's talking to Sean Ryan out of everybody. So maybe he's stepping in and becoming a leader and just becoming a solid piece, something else that we don't have to worry about coming in this draft. Sorry, I'm rambling.
No, that's exactly what I wanted. Higher point of view, and I think my message, if you'll indulge me, is yes, we want to hope for the best, and if they lose or if we fall short of our ultimate goal, we are going to hurt. We're going to hurt for a bit, but as I like to say, the sun always rises the next day. So always hang on to those things that are the very most important in your life: family, friends, your work, your God, all of those things. So, higher point of view, I have just one little quick question left for you.
Absolutely.
Um, will the Packers deprive Jerry Jones of his glory hole and defeat the Cowboys on Sunday?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we got to do it. We got to do it. The football guys just put us in a situation where, again, it felt good to do it before, but Big Mike is there, man. Big Mike is there, man, and he wants it. He wants to beat us, so we gotta want to beat them more too. I hope LaFleur, even though he doesn't have to, I hope he takes this one personal. McCarthy's for sure taking this personal. We fired him, so hopefully, because McCarthy's gonna come with his shit. So hopefully LaFleur comes out there with his shit. And LaFleur, you are no longer that young coach anymore. We've been in the playoffs 3 or 4 times. I'm expecting you to be the number one leader more than anybody on the team. You need to lead those men, Matt LaFleur. I believe you can. And just the way we've been playing, man, we won the last 3 games. Fuck who the opponent is. We put up a game plan, offense, defense, special teams, and we ended up winning. It's all about the score at the end. So fuck yeah. We gonna motherfucking beat Dallas, man, for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm hoping for the best. And when I saw Jerry Jones refer to his glory hole several times, that really showed me what these billionaires are like. They have some weird kinks out there, man.
Yeah, that is not a risk that I would take. You don't know what is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah. I again, I'm not afraid to say I'm a freak, but that is not my thing. No glory holes. I'd rather get a handy behind crows or something.
Well, the first step in making that happen is to get to Lambeau Field, and hope to get you to Lambeau real soon.
Hey, that is on the bucket list, and it was really on next year's list, but I done found out that they're going to be in my home city, Inglewood, so I got to make it to that one. If I'm going to be adventurous and go to 2, I will go to Lambeau on the next one. I ain't going to go to 2 road games, but hey, God willing, I make my way to Lambeau. That would be a dream come true, and you're so fortunate to be from that area and just to live the life over there.
Yeah, so whenever you get the opportunity, you just got to get a hold of it. Like you said, I've been lucky. My family has had season tickets since the 1940s. So, I've been to so many games, and it's always a treat. So, um, yeah, looking forward to this Sunday, higher point of view. Thanks for answering my questions.
Absolutely. Hey, so y'all heard it, man. Inquiring minds want to know, and we told you guys, jump up in the comment box. Let us know what you think. Hit the like button for us, and let's all go out there like we did these previous weeks. Total positivity. Even during the third down we give up. Even during the big play that they score. We just got to go do the same thing to them. We all human. We all make mistakes. And what is it about? The score at the end of the game. So let's all go out there and root the pack as we should. We are in the playoffs. It is win or go home. Let's continue this journey on. Hey, Love has surprised us this whole way. So does he have more in store for us? Is this it? Or is this motherfucker gonna go out there and do something crazy? We don't know, but I know this. We all gonna be tuning in. So hey, thank you for watching this. We are getting up out of here. Shout out to TR again. Thank you for this time, and shout out to your family, man. And you have a good night. And all of you guys have a good night. Wake and pack in the morning. I hope to see some of you there, and I hope to see you there, TR. But we're going to go ahead and close it out. So we out of here.
Spread the word. Go Pack Go.
Go Pack Go.